Doors opening.
Welcome viewers to my 1 year special. That is right, December 6th, 2017 is when this channel was created, and that was actually before I got this very camera right here that is being recorded with us today. Skyscraper Sim was the main thing of the day, of course, back then, because I didn't have the camera and then I had some technical issues. Now the elevator videos are just as good as them in terms of frequency, and hopefully more Skyscraper Sim will be coming in the future, but for now we're going to focus on this 1 year special, and there's going to be many things going on in this special to mark the occasion, so there's going to be plenty of stuff here for you to watch in this video. So this one's going to be long, it's also going to be really epic. I can't wait to show you the rest of what's going to happen in this video. So how about we get started straight into it, and we're going to go back in time a bit, not to the first video on my channel, which incidentally enough I think was 6 days after my channel started. That video went public because I had a couple of issues with the end screen and stuff, so it took a little while to get that video actually going. In the end I think I put like 4 videos out at once on that particular day just so that the end screen's working on all of them. But let's go back in time now for the first clip, not to my first YouTube video, but to a real life elevator, but without that elevator this channel probably wouldn't exist, because that elevator was the one that got me really into elevators in more detail. I mean, I always liked elevators, and I was always keen to ride them if they were available, but this elevator you're about to see was the one that got me interested in elevators in more detail. So with that being said, what do you say we go and take a look at it? And up in the top right corner you will see my old video of it about now. And as you can see, it's a Schindler. So how about we go and take a look at how it's doing now. So, you ready? Here we go. I'm just gonna casually slide it down, so yeah, slide the clip down about now, and here comes the elevator. Alright, we are back at the Beefeater Grill here in Inverness. We're gonna ride the Schindler. Here we go. Gonna have to talk over this music, so let's listen to the chime as it arrives. Here it is. Got FIGL buttons. Button goes out. Head down, watch here. The top one is the destination. Bottom one's the last button pressed. So here we go down to 0.
Floor 0.
Full intelligent leveling. A very quick door. Heading up to 1. There's the thing for 1. Destination. Here's your capacity.
Floor 1.
Don't actually know what year this is installed. Here's the cab view.
Floor 0.
Very nice, so smooth as well. I mean, you can see why this lift started an elevator enthusiasm. So nice lift. There's a switcher here in the T position.
Floor 1.
Schindler. FIGL. Buttons, a replacement in the capacitive due to regulations. We'll go on one more round trip.
Floor 0.
And now, go back up. hopefully I don't get a copyright for that music because it's loud and it is playing.
Floor 1.
You know what? We'll go for one more ride just so I can make sure I've got a good sample of this motor sound for both directions.
Floor 0.
Ending on 1, the music is so loud on this floor, I don't like the fact that it's that loud.
Floor 1.
Watch the number go out. And we'll exit the elevator. Let's see if we can make it chime. Nope, not going to make it chime until the doors start closing on this one. This is a very, very nice elevator. Awesome. And there it goes. And that'll be it. So what did you think of that Schindler elevator? Because I for one think that is an epic elevator. And yep, you can see why it get me started in elevators, because that one is so smooth, and honestly when I first saw it I was so amazed by the design as well, because the glass panels, they look really awesome. So now we're back in here. How about we switch track a bit and go take a look at the current state of my Lego collection. And do you remember this from several months ago when I did a rather long video, I'll say, of the Lego collection? I think it ended up about 35 minutes, so we'll see what's going on here. The main change is actually around here. Move this camera bag out of the way. Don't know why I didn't move that. There you go. I actually found this guy recently just sitting behind a box or something. I don't know how he got hidden, but he did. The main change is going around here where I built a new set, so we'll take a closer look at this. We have a hotel right here with a doorman. It's a posh hotel. We'll be trying to sneak into that hotel. Here we have a museum with some construction work going on by the looks of things. Although I question the safety of just standing on the roof like that. Exhibition museum. I think that's a Neanderthal exhibit. Right there. We'll zoom right in on him, and I've lost focus. And there I eventually get it back. And there you can see the exhibit information. There's your construction vehicle. And behind this we have a truck that's just sort of sitting there. And it's got a trailer back there, it's just got a helicopter on it. We have, I believe this is a fast food stand with a bus stop joined to it. Then we have an ice cream delivery vehicle sitting there. We have an electric car charging station, so Lego are going eco-friendly now. Then we have the little orange electric car to go with that. And police bike, which was actually included in this set, and you'll see why in a minute. You got a blue sort of sports car going on here. And the final part of this set, 'cause this is quite a large set, set 60200 for any of you Lego set number aficionados out there. We have the city sightseeing bus. The next stop's museum. Going to that. So that one doesn't have a route number because it's just a sightseeing bus. You can probably make out the driver in there. Busy driving the bus. With the camera in a way it'd be hard. There you have someone seeing the sights. He's got a camera as well, although it's not the same as my camera. Because that one's like a stills camera, this one is very much a movie camera. Here we have a busker with a red guitar and a golden mic, so he's obviously got a little bit of cash if he's painting his guitar red and got himself a gold mic. And further back we have an off-duty police officer who likes to wear a uniform even when off-duty and has a very large ice cream right there. So I think you're probably wondering where the giant plane in the airport has gone. Well, the airport's still here. It's still sitting right there. When it focuses, so there we go, that's the airport still right there. And you're wondering where the plane's gone. The plane, you may have seen this at the start of this video, but the plane is just sitting right over there. It's the only real place I could stick it right now. Now, as you can see, of course, we have the Lego elevator, which we'll come to later on in the video, with, in front of it, for no particular reason, 2014 Mercedes AMG Petronas F1 car, and a Matchbox number 24 shunter. And there's one thing that we've got to look at, and it's probably going to become a customary thing for each Lego video, is the pile of Lego that I've still got to build. So, yeah. Now you can really see the extent of it. Got a lot of bricks here. There's some more of the VIP bag right there. But anyway, there's a quick update on a look at the Lego collection. So how about we now go on to look at something else. Now, was it my most recent Skyscraper sim video? I think it is still, except for anything I've done in live streams, was a video of some realistic Kony Ecodiscs with KSS 470. And I believe it was the first proper implementation of the Kony KSS 470 fixture pack, with full indicator set and button set implemented in the correct layout and things like that. So what do you say we go back and have another look at those? Just because, I mean, it's an awesome implementation, it's turned out really good. Even though the cab isn't finished, I still think that it's come out really well. So, let's go, and I'll just pull a clip along from a random site, I guess. So, here we go.
Alright, here we are in this building here. I'm going to go take a look at the lift, and I wonder what kind of lift it is. I'm going to reverse back to it, and it is Kony's. Remember these? They've got their realistic indicators, which I'm struggling to look properly at. As you can see, it's there's a slightly extended out. Probably extended out too far, but that's pretty good. For literally, I got that pretty much positioned well in the first attempt, I think. So, let's call it. Here it comes. Sounds like an Ecodisc. Chimes. Clunks.
Doors open. Going down.
Cab view. Cab's not finished yet, as was obvious in my last video of it. But that's fine.
Doors closing.
Got 0. Listen to the motor.
Floor 0.
Here we are at 0. Doors
Doors open. Going up.
Going up to 2. I was requested to do an alarm test in one of the
Doors
elevators, so we
Doors
hold the
open.
door.
Going up.
Bell's sound at the end is because there's a
Doors
plug
closed.
on, basically. That's what it sounds like, so we'll head back up. We'll get another cab view while we're inside the elevator. Let's see, it's just your standard Benno building pair cab at the moment. Here's the clunk.
Doors
We'll go
open.
between 1 and 2 and
Going
see
down.
between those two floors.
Doors
Listen
closing.
to the motor. Sample.
First floor.
Send it back
Doors
up.
open. Going down. Doors
This works.
closing.
It says down. It's going up. Let's listen to it arrive.
Second floor. Doors open.
Let's watch it go down.
Going
It
down.
should actually close quickly. The amount of times I press the
Doors
close button.
closing.
Indeed it does.
Floor 0.
Is it 0? Clunk?
Doors
Alright,
open.
got another elevator. Let's go and take a look at
Going
it.
up.
And my controls are completely frozen there, but it's working again now. Didn't
Doors
seem to
closing.
like me pressing shift there. Or is it just my left arrow key? The first of my arrow keys to become desensitized, but here is lift number 2. It's on 1. This button does not beep.
Doors open.
This
Going down.
one is pretty much the same except it's smaller. 0.
Doors closing.
Sample this more sound by the way.
Floor 0.
Sample motor sound, it's a bit too biased to the right here, but we'll take this one more.
Doors open. Going up. Doors closing. First floor.
You see the Kone EcoDisc logo underneath the buttons?
Doors
This one's in 8
open.
persons, the other one's 13.
Going up.
This
Doors
was made in
closing.
2007.
Second. Doors
This one
open.
is slightly more
Going
subdued
down. Doors
in
closing.
intensity.
Floor 0.
And here we are. Send it up to 1 because it's 1 year special. I almost can't say special.
Doors open.
So I'll send it
Going
up.
up.
And watch. Of course the number.
Doors closing.
There it goes.
First floor.
And
Doors open. Going up.
listen for it closing. In fact, we'll get a sample of the chime as well. And watch the call
Doors
button go out as it arrives. Here it comes.
Floor 0.
There's the chime. There's the clunk.
Doors open.
There's the
Going
doors.
up. Doors
And there
closing.
it goes. And that will be it.
Continuing along with the Skyscraper sim theme for this next clip now, how about we take a look at something which I've only shown on live streams, so you've not actually seen it in lagless form. A form without lag, which you often see a whole heap of lag in the live streams. So, how about we take a look at some Gen 2s with the realistic indicators and arrows fully implemented. The buttons are still the default, but they have new chimes, new motors, and of course realistic indicators. Custom indicators that I have set up a while ago now actually is, but recently I got around to actually getting somewhere with that project and finishing it off a bit more. I've still got to get the door operator sound, so that's the one thing I've still got to find. So let's go take a look at some of these Gen 2s. Here we go.
Alright, in here I'm going to show you these realistic Gen 2s now. We have one over here coming up, and we'll show you where we're at the moment. The call buttons and outside directional indicators, as you can see, are not yet done. Those are still just how they were. This one's coming up. Bit of a journey. Get a look here, there's another one sitting in there. And there's one over there, but neither of those two are moving, so... Just wait for this one to come. It should be not far off. Oh, it's a Gen 2, so... You can see the horizon. You can see a tower block down there and a hotel, and you might just be able to catch a glimpse of a shop over there. How far off might that lift be, I wonder? Let's go take a look over here very quick. Over here, you might be able to see there's a lift, so it'll stay. But if we look down here, you can see another big tower and some floor glitches as we get a little bit of lag going, as is customary for one of these recordings. If it gets too bad, then You know how it goes, but it's getting quite bad. There we go, it's smoothed out now. Got new chimes and new voices. This one's glass. And if I was to just hit this, we'll get the... Ah, I'm stuck on the door. There we go. See if we can get down message before we head off.
Doors closing. Doors opening. Going down. Doors closing.
Alright, here we go down. Watch this. Arrow. Right, this lift may take a while. As you see, we're in the EZ Express Zone. The same on the other indicator. 45KS0580 in 2014. This one only 630 kgs. I thought all of these were 1000, but it shows you that I don't even know everything about long lifts. But here we are passing, well, that'll be 35. And the second, 2 towers. Let's see. Yep, you can see the other tower. That one has 2 lifts. The closest one is 1 lift going up the whole thing. And it has more stops. 1 more stop to be precise. You see a nice maze there. It's good to go up in the other lift, because the other lift sort of wraps around quite neatly the shaft. And there's your tower block over here. And your hotel, which we're going to go in at the moment, because there's 2 more custom indicators in there for us to look at. And just watch this lift as it goes the rest of the way. We've got 3 types of indicators. Oh, got the hotel building right alongside.
Doors opening.
And here we are, I'm pressing the wrong button. There it goes, going up. And... again, custom chime. Let's watch it start going up.
Doors closing.
Doors closing. There's the arrow. Up it goes. Fastest little lot, that one. Away it goes. Alright, now let's go to the next one. And to get into this hotel, you have to go through a lag bubble. But when you actually get past that lag bubble, you find yourself with semi-automatic door. No door sensor. It's like one of these doors where it won't just open automatically. You've got to press the button, and the button usually has a wheelchair sign on it. This is what this is sort of like. It's actually a lift, but actually a lift with 2 sets of doors. This atrium right here. Let's just show you the effect right there. The atrium sort of jumps over a bit because, as you can see, it's an interesting architecture. Now we go to the lifts. Here's the customer lift, or should I say guest lift.
Doors opening.
This one's got Juice Grove. See if we can get the up message.
Doors closing. Doors opening. Going up. Doors closing.
And another custom indicator type. Got the same arrow on this one as in the previous one. Which level?
4th floor. Doors opening. Going
The
down.
only thing missing at the moment really is the door operator sounds. I haven't got those in yet. You cannot really see up the shaft. Here's the cab view of this one. This one's made in 2014. It's got a different indicator. There's 3 different types of custom indicator. This one, the one you saw in the previous lift, and another one which we're about to go
Doors
to.
closing.
Which we're about to go to, and basically they all have different serial numbers, which is where this project, where this building project really stands out. It's because all the Gen 2s all got different serial numbers, which is something that I have never actually seen before. I've seen a building with 2 Kone M series that have different serial numbers, but I've never actually seen Gen 2s with the different serial numbers. But inside the one lift, of course, it's the exact same. So now we'll head down to ground. A very odd bit of sound.
Ground floor.
Comes at the land quick,
Doors opening.
but then takes a while to open up. (78NX2140).
Doors closing.
And there goes the lift. We'll go on to the final one. Let's say the only thing missing from these right now is door operator sounds, but I don't know. I don't have any of them, and I don't know if any were ever made available that ones that I'd be interested in using. But anyway, here's the final lift. This is the service lift in this hotel building, and it has a different voice again. This one's not glass.
Closing. Doors opening.
Close up on me, why don't you? Let's listen to the
Doors
announcement.
closing. Doors opening. Please select your floor.
Please select your floor.
Doors closing.
Here we got the 4. And another type of indicator. This one was done 2004, so I guess all there is obviously had modernisation and refurbishment.
Fourth floor. Doors opening. Please select your floor. Doors closing.
Also the sound set for the older elevators are not quite sorted out yet, but they're almost there. 55NE1075. Now it goes weird if you get close to it.
Ground floor.
And let's get the custom message.
Doors opening. Please select your floor.
And we'll go on to one more. Oops.
Doors closing.
Then we'll go on to one more of the 2004 ones, so you can see those levels slightly differently. Set them up to level slightly differently. Oh, here's one waiting here actually. I'll use this one right here. Let's get to this lift. Gen 2. There is more than just Gen 2s here as we find another customary lag bubble. Oop, there's another one. Full glass.
Doors closing. Doors opening. Going down. Doors closing.
No place select your floor announcement. 55NE1073. Different serial.
Doors opening.
I'm gonna get a custom
Going
announcement. Oop. I'm gonna get a custom announcement 4-2 soon.
Doors closing.
In fact, let's get out of this lift and we'll watch it go. And we'll go up something different. Press this button from outside. Watch it go. There's the arrow. Goodbye, Gen 2. Now, what have we got waiting over here? Yet more lag bubbles, but in this car park, you have this monster. And start on off, but going down. Look at the size of this car lift. Well, I think you could take a couple of Arctic lorries in here and be fine. Down to -3. And we'll watch out the door. Now, got to 0. I'm going to hit the button from far away. Oh, there's the alarm. Can't find the close button. There it is. Right, let's take a look at the number. Of course, more attention has obviously been paid to the Gen 2s on this building, but here we are back up at G where both doors open. eventually. Exit the elevator. Look at the size of that door. There goes the rear door and the front door. So both lock up. And that's it for this building.
You would like to see now some elevators which were actually first elevators I ever filmed. And these are some Schindlers in a multi-story car park, a full intelligent leveling, and an interesting chain made in 2005. Begin to remember them? Well, I definitely am, because I filmed them recently, and you're gonna see them right here, right now. So, how about we zoom all the way into the Schindler logo, and as soon as I lose focus, the clip will start. Here we go, let's zoom in slowly and see how long it takes for the clip to start. Wonder if I will lose focus. Ha! I managed to not lose focus. Oh well. Let's try zooming in quick, because I know I'll lose focus that way. No, it does not want to lose focus. Yeah, well, here's a random outtake that'll go in the video at the correct point as well. So, how about we'll zoom all the way out, allow it to regain a focus on the all the way out, and then we'll go straight in. And as soon as we hit full. Alright, we're in the Rose Street parking deck in Inverness, and we've got the Schindler Eurolifts. We've actually got quite large emerald cabinets, so I'm going to call it, and it's going to be this one, as here the chain. Inside we go. One, and the door close works. Let's see how far down we get.
Floor 1, door opening. Lift is
To 9.
door closing.
Go and a quick cab view, just car park lift. The Schindler Eurolift with full intelligent leveling. There's your buttons, I'll watch at the door for the leveling.
Floor 9.
Just full intelligent. Alright, turn that one down. Can you press the one on that? It didn't press. Is it press? Alright. There goes that one. And there comes this one. Alright, go down to 1.
Down.
Door close. I don't think door close works in this one, but here we go. In service 2005. Schindler.
Floor 1, door opening.
And we'll go to 9. Door close does not work.
Door closing.
So we go, it's just the same as the other one. We'll end up on 9.
Floor 9.
Right, here we are at 9.
Door opening.
Get out here. Bring it up. Wait for it to go, there it goes. And that will be it. Alright then, for our next clip, you'll remember this right here. The Lego elevator. There's only one thing to do with this Lego elevator, is see if it still runs. I did just check it before starting this recording, so hopefully it'll still work. So, do a custom review of it, like that. Well, I take it up, hopefully I remember how to operate it, and hopefully it will indeed work. So, here we go. And for this, I'm going to do my starter gate lift going up impression, and hopefully it's going to work. Lift going up. And I almost leveled it correctly as well. And now it doesn't want to go anywhere. There we go. Alright, let's get it in level. It's not quite wanting to go on level just yet. It's almost level. Nope, over level. Oh dear. I'm just as good at leveling as we all remember. But it's over level a bit, but I'm not going to spend 5 minutes just trying to get this thing to level. But yeah, this elevator is good that it works. I mean, just this join here is not ideal. That's the only thing that's not quite right with this elevator. But you can see the inner doors. Those do open up, but for ease of taking this thing back down, I'm not going to bother opening them up. You can see the door tracks. This right here is your standard LEGO Power Functions motor that drives it. Got a reduction gear system in operation so it doesn't wind the rope too fast. It's a clutch brick, although I don't think I've used it to best effect. Clutch gear, I mean. There's another gear for tying up the rope. And there's a bit on top of the lift cart rope wraps around. It's probably just a 1-to-1 cabling system right here, where it goes straight from one tie up around the spool of the motor of the drive shaft, you could almost call it, and then tied up. So let's take the elevator back down, and if it starts up correctly, we'll watch it leave. Here we go. There it goes. And that's where it stops at the ground, so we'll just give it a little, we'll watch it here. Zoom it on in. Oh, that's not going to help, so here we go, it's just going to bump down in position. There we go. So the lift has now arrived at ground floor. And there's starter gate impression. I'm just going to close the door over because the doors have gone out of adequate alignment for travelling. There we go. So there's the elevator. There's another view of on top it. You can see the connection there in more detail. Zoom it on out. Close up the door on the ground floor. I'm bumping this traffic light, I'm just going to move it. That traffic light was another new addition to the collection, by the way. I forgot to mention I've got a bunch of new traffic lights just lying around now. Put the traffic light back in place. And confirm that the motor is indeed off, so I'm not going to burn out all the batteries and need to get them replaced. So there is the elevator, and the updates are, of course, you can see here, cable tie is different here, so at least one of the ties is secure. It's not even a tie really, it's just like there's two 1x1 grey bricks, one on the right there and one further back on the left. You can kind of see what's going on. It just clamps it basically. That's actually more secure than I thought because of these other bricks all here on top. That's just support instruction, anything else, so you can see the back of the shaft has not been changed at all. There's a random yellow brick there. Where'd that yellow brick come out of actually? I'm not quite seeing where that yellow brick came off, but apparently I left it here, so there it is. Oh well, just a random yellow brick I guess. Anyway, how about we now go on to something else. Got, I believe, 3 more things to do in this video now, since we've looked at 2 real life elevators, 2 Skyscraper sim videos, and 2 clips in this room. So let's do some more Skyscraper sim. And this elevator you're going to see on Skyscraper sim is the one that started my YouTube channel. It's my first video. And of course this is the one that I had the end screen problems with, and then eventually got it to work, and then there was 3 videos of the same thing, just testing different frame rates, and yeah, in the end I think the test video at 60 frames per second has the most views, even though there is actually a more official video that's not just testing frame rates. But anyway, how about we take a look at that elevator? So, there's that elevator sitting at the bottom of the shaft. So now, let's take a look at a freight elevator which has had a few updates since you last saw it, except for those of you who have tuned into live streams and I've shown it in live streams. So that being said, let's go take a look at this elevator. And this time we'll do it as soon as we lose focus on that grey gear. Clip will start.
Alright, now we're back in the building with the freight lift. Let's go take a look at it. First thing you see is a couch, which you can move around if you want. And you can also stand on it in various things. So I'm going to move it over at the corner. Okay, there we go, it's over at the corner now, and you can make it glitch if you go close to it while you're right at the wall, but here's the freight lift, as we all know. You can see inside. Out here we now have Otis Black button. Let's call it. There's a bell as well. And I think I'm standing on the doors so I won't get crushed by them. Your cab view. Looks like that. So many light bulbs are out. I'll let the elevator close. And watch it close. Over here we have Otis Black button fixtures. Take a look at them. You also see open door, closed door, emergency call, and stop switch. Let's press the emergency call button. So that's what the emergency call button sounds like. So now I'm going to get right on to the back of the lift cab. And from the back of the lift cab, I'm going to select 10. Here we go. Almost at the top. Excessive classic leveling, I must say. And the chain. That's a lot of chains. Hold the door. Do a lot of hold the door. Here's a chain. Here we go back to it. Yeah, let's listen to it. It goes slightly slower when going down, mostly because the motor pitch is lower, and therefore it just makes sense. There's a lot of classic level it has too. Once we head down to 1, we'll go back up to probably 3 and end it there. So get a full listen to that start up and going up. And the slowdown as well. We're arriving. Almost. One more floor. Alright, land on 3. We'll listen to it one more time. Now I can exit. There is a couch on every floor. Right. From the top of the couch, let's watch it close, open and close. The couch doesn't like me standing on it, but just watch it close up now. There it goes. And that will be it for this elevator.
Alright, we're beginning to near the end of this now, but not done yet. Got another real life elevator still, and this one is another Schindler. Actually, I filmed a lot of Schindlers for you in one day, and well, here's the final one of them, and it's another 3300. So, with that being said, I'm gonna find out whereabouts it is here in just a moment when I start the clip. And first of all, let's just take a quick look at this Schindler button. I might do this again here in just a minute, but I think I'll take a look at it as it is. As you can see, it's FIGS, never been used. So the press. There's your Schindler logo. Schindler. As you can see, this is a glass panel. And here's the back. See a circuit board in there. See a little bit of circuit board in there. Mounting brackets, I assume. That might be another one, or it might just be a cooling event or something for the circuitry, I don't know. Anyway, how about we take a look at this Schindler elevator? So, you ready? Cause here we go. Let's zoom in on the up button. Let's take a look at this Schindler elevator. Alright, we're here in the Premier adjoining a beefier restaurant in Inverness. We have Schindler. Call it and listen to the chime. Alright, let's enter. Down to the first floor. Here we go. Schindler.
Floor 1.
Someone wanting to use the lift, so we'll get out and let them use it. With ideal fixtures. I'll watch it go and take another ride once the person's used the lift. So there it goes for now. Alright, one more round trip, here we go. To the cab view over here, it's basically the same as the restaurant one. This also runs really smoothly as well. There's your buttons.
Floor 1.
There's your destination watch. That's how that works. Door close works.
Floor 3.
Watch this number go out. And exit. There it goes. And that's it. And now, to finish off the video, there's only one thing that we can really do, which is take a look at each of the individual items that make up my elevator parts collection. Now at that, let's take a look. I'm just looking at the first one in the light so we can see it. I'm not going to be lifting it over this camera. We have, of course, got the nearest part, which is the inspection control. And at the time we're recording this, this is the nearest part, but I am expecting something to arrive about, well, any time between a week and 1 day before this video is set to premiere, so if it comes at a good enough time, I might be able to stitch it in at the end of the video, depending whether or not I've already uploaded it, and whether or not I still have the video pad project file for that video. For this video, I mean. But anyway, let's take a look at this. So of course, we'll zoom in on the top row. We've got the inspection switch, which presses like that. No, not presses, but switches like that. On inspection, back to normal. Your up button right here. Your run button down there. And I'll just move the tripod because I want to keep the camera set up like this for now. You're down, you're up, you run. And you've got over there your emergency stop, which I'm not going to press because I need like 2 hands to do it, and it'll probably make the inspection control go flying back because it's harder to press in than it is to release. Here you get your light switch, which presses like that. And down here you've got a couple of mains outlet plugs with a test button and a trip button. And in the top, of course, you have the Philips light with the starter. So that's the inspection control. So how about we take a look at the rest of the parts. I'm going to move the camera here and zoom in out, so we can take a nice good look at each of the parts without having to worry about things like zoom or anything. And now I'm in position as well, and take a look. So we're going to go, let's just go in reverse chronological order, because that is a good order. And we'll start off with, of course, this right here, the Kone KSS 370 button from America via eBay. All of these parts except for the Schindler came from eBay. And here's the back of the Kone. As you can see, it's got a circuit board. Kone KSS FB1 circuit board from 2011. This right here is a port that goes to a logic cabinet or something, I think, or some logic board. Because as you can see, there's no opening up for the down button, because those two are connected by those cables that you see there. So imagine you could probably use this as like a power supply as well. So you could probably make it light up or something, but I don't know, and I don't have the ability to attempt that at this time. There's the Kone button. As you can see, there would be a Kone logo there if this was the UK version, but it's not, so there isn't. And there's a nice interesting view of the buttons like that. So now let's go on to the next part, and I have to be careful of this part because it's quite reflective. We have, of course, got Shepherd Home Lift. I'm actually going to put it this way. You've got the emergency stop, which I'm not going to press because it's actually kind of broken. You've got the up, which you can hear pressing. Down. And light. It's interesting that they have the two different types of buttons on here. Shepherd Home Lift, manufactured under license by Hammond & Champions Limited, London, E17. And in case you're wondering, the capacity on this lift, when it was a lift, was £350. On the back, you can see that these buttons are just like put in the panel. They're not substantial buttons or anything. This is very interesting. And I believe on one of these buttons you can see 3 amps, 125 volts. I always thought it'd be 12.5 or 1.25, but no, it says 125, so we'll just go with that. So then, next we go on to this part, and I'm just going to put it down and move the camera down actually, because it's heavy and it's vintage. That's right, just straighten up the camera. We have here the 1948 Evans panel. This is my second elevator part that I ever got. And as you can see, we have the alarm button, 2, 1, loading dock, ground, and stop. Which doesn't seem to have any contacts. This is very interesting that this one you don't actually hear any contacts with. Be it on the likes of 1, you can clearly hear the contacts on those. And the back, as you can see, looks really nice in its refurbished state. Gotta give a thanks to my dad for doing this refurb because it looks really good compared to what it was when I first got it. You can see the unboxing video with the card in the top right if you want to see what the back of this looked like originally. I don't have a screwdriver with me sadly, so I'm not going to be able to take a look inside. But inside these are Bakelite buttons. As you can see in their resting position, because these are like 70 years old now, I think they would be. You can see all in different resting positions, just for the fun of it. So, that's the Evans button, and it is really heavy. So now we go on to the final button. It's almost hit the Coney button. You've already seen this just a little bit ago, but we're going to take another look at it. Of course, we have the Schindler button. And it's FIGS. Sent to me brand new. Even still had the protective covering on this right here. This border for this metal border of the buttons. This top bit here with the Schindler logo is glass, or perspex, I believe. You see a circuit board in there with an inner number. And you might just be able to make a little circuit board in there, although it's not very clear. You can't just about see it. On the bottom here are two holes where you could open this up, I think. Although it might have actually been there that this thing could be opened up, although I'm not 100% sure on that. And you can see it's a nice compact button. You can see the arrows work. The arrows on this one don't light up, just like a Coney button. It's just the halos around the buttons that will light up. These ones would light up red. And when they're not pressed, they would just stay like this. So, there is Schindler button. There's your interesting view of it. So, with that being said, that is a look at the elevator parts, and I think that is just about going to be it for this special video. So I want to thank you all for coming to see this, whether it be in the premiere or afterwards. And thank you all so much for watching, and without you and everything, without you this 1 year wouldn't have been as awesome as it is. So like I say, I'm now over 400 subscribers. I haven't actually mentioned that yet, and I really should have, so I will now. I'm now over 400 subscribers. I was almost there at the time that I made my 100,000 views special, where I showed you the inspection control for the first time. But now I'm over 400 subscribers, so I want to just thank you all so much to everyone who is subscribed, and for watching my videos, for giving me all the views and all that. That motivates me to keep going, because this first year I was not expecting quite as much support as I have got. So thank you all for what you've done for me in this first year. Here's to the next year. Let's make this just as epic, if not more epic. So with that being said, I'm going to zoom in on the Lego elevator, I think, to finish off this video, which is way over there, so it's going to be a long zooming job, I think. So yeah, thank you all for allowing me to have the motivation to make these videos and streams and things for this first year. I hope there's many, many more years of it. And full videos of the... oh, I've got low battery, oh dear. Full videos of the real life elevators will be uploaded, and hopefully more Skyscraper Sim content will be coming soon, including, of course, the realistic Gen 2s. So with that being said, there's the Lego elevator. Thank you for this first year, it's been absolutely epic. And with that being said, once again, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to like, subscribe if you're new, and turn on the notification bell, all that good stuff. And yeah, I'm running out of words now, and I don't really want to be finding myself not knowing what to say at this time, because my camera's got low battery and I need to charge it, really, because I didn't charge it before I started making these cutscenes and things, unfortunately. But with that being said, thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed, and here's to the next year. That'll be it for this video. I think the button's burnt out. Oh, this isn't how it works. Okay. There we go and go. Okay, well, that's interesting. There's the indicator, as you can see. Schindler just broke. What just happened to it? Let's see, Otis, door 3, and it is Pickering's that did this mode. It's that indicator. Let's see, will any of these work? Second floor? Excuse me? I like to think this is the third floor, but let's try going basement now. Alright, we're at the Spiral car park here in Newcastle on Square. I'm going to quickly ride their lift. Here we go, it's a Cayenne series, modernised. That makes random weird chimes because the logic's not very good. How far down will we get? That one still says it's starting. I don't think that's ever going to be fixed. First floor. That one's going to...